Empire's fury shan't be arrayed against this foe.
I'm about ready for a break.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master. Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd grow stronger.
That was certainly worthwhile.
A job well done.
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
It's been a hard day.
Not much going on. These old bones.
This is just what I needed.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Little enough gold to spend as tears.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps his time away.
Just quiet about.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. We've got goblins!
Here! Strike the lightning in his sight!
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
I knew you would prevail, Master.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle is
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. There's still one. Regardless, do well not to.
the Arisen has been put to sea. Arisen, are you all right? Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Fascinating.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Lucky us. That's worth taking.
Townspeople depend on me.
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
How are we acquired with such worn-out gear?
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Goblins approach!
You have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Let my magic grant you an elemental wound.
Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. Most impressive, Master.
We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet down.
I'll get that for you.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look. Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful.
You've got the enemy right where I need them.
We are at our best to combine our strength.
Quickly, Arisen! You must regain your footing!
The sun descends. Night will be upon us soon.
We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
What fell magics have brought these decrepit bones to life?
I doubt ice will be of any use against it. You are in need of healing. Allow me. It's right there.
These people are truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops. Pray, be on your guard.
I've just had a thought. Why do you make use of this tolerance now?
How? When? I imagine to be most
Arisen! Give it a ball!
beat out Commander and stride here in recovery.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to succeed.
I've lost the arm. Now to bring it down, let it taste our fury. Would you lend me a hand?
My time lends a hand.
By all means. I've got a firm grip on our foe.
Fall back!
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your...
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
Indeed, you are correct.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
A wise strategy.
Stay with me, Clinton. It's right there.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Would that I could spend all day.
Everyone's as tired as I am.
Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
All this hurrying's giving me achy mind.
See what's selling lately.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Oh, goodness me.
Business has been better, but I shan't complain.
Can't put a price on peace and quiet. There's naught I love more than a saucy rumour.
My legs are very numb from walking about town.
I've the spirit of a woman half my age.
Seems my days are naught.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
I can't help but feel I've wasted my time here.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell us, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
This really is funny, Ross.
Good day to you.
Now I have to go to market on
Winches
top
on
of
all
all
sides.
I'd gladly while away an afternoon.
I suppose I could use a moment to catch my breath.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
I've been
Not
here
a
so
care in the
long,
world.
I almost
Just as it
forgot
should
why
be.
I came.
Where will the wind blow me today, I wonder?
Well met, sir.
I'll have an answer.
Loyalty's just another way to save your own skin.
It's time for hard, just barely scraping by.
Tis quiet about.
Well met, sir. Always the same, they are. Not sure just how I like it, if I'm honest.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a
It's time for hard, just barely scraping by.
at your left.
Suppose I'm tired. I barely slept a wink.
It's nice to see everyone out and about.
Times are hard. Monster lights might there be to find in town today? Whatever am I to do? May
I love waking up knowing anything can't help. See a turncoat. Lots to do. And precious little time.
Talent's talent, whate'er it may be.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
I shan't forget this slight. Welcome.
Sworn I had ought to attend to.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Vernworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
We have been charged with the felling of monsters.
By combining our strengths, we shall overcome this trial as all others.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Pray, allow me to show you the way. Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Always a pleasure. Pray, follow me.
Isn't much to go on.
Well met, sir.
Look, Master,
Greet. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word.